Excited to chat with you. Welcome. So excited to chat with you here live today. I'll be sharing with you today how I felt when I very first became a coach. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background and how it all started, and I'm excited to share all of the details with you. So I started online coaching back in May of 2015, and at that time I was working as a nurse in the ICU. I did not have any background with social media, no background in business, and I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew is I wanted to help more people, and I wanted to help more people in a bigger way. I knew that working as a nurse, I felt like I was living beneath my potential. I felt like there was so much more out there that I was supposed to be doing and sharing with the world. I really wanted to make a bigger income, a bigger impact, and really just make a bigger difference in the world. So what I saw happening was I saw people posting on social media. So I really didn't use social media. I didn't post on it. I'm a very private person. I was back then, still am. But what I discovered was they were able to stay home with their families and post on social media, help people with coaching to get to their vision, their goals, help them stay accountable to what they want to create with their life. And I thought, well, gosh, if they can do it and they can be home with their families, earning income, I don't have to be working 12-hour night shifts at the hospital, wearing myself out, being away from my family, missing out on memories, and living paycheck to paycheck, because that was our reality back in May of 2015. So that month, May 2015, is when I decided to join a network marketing company. And I started helping people get healthy. I immediately started inviting people to join me so that I could help them and support them. I had, people that I was helping get healthier and be happier. And it was so fulfilling. Like, for the first time in a very long time, I started to feel alive again. Because as you know, when we go to nursing school, there is just so much textbook theory, stress. There's just so much overwhelm. We are just trying to, get good grades so that we can pass the NCLEX, get into a good job. And there was really not a feeling of being alive. There was no happiness. I started as a nurse and I was like, awesome, I finally got the job. And, for all of us as nurses, when we start working as a nurse and we're like, whoa, is this all there is? Is this what it is? Like, is this really what I spent thousands of dollars on and went to school for so many years for, and like worked my tail off to do? And now here I am, like, passing meds to people, not having enough time to even like educate them or help them with their life desires and goals and dreams. And like, I can't even help them have a real transformation. I'm basically just like peeking in, like helping them, giving meds and so on. And so when I first started online coaching, I can't tell you how excited I was and how fulfilling it was for me. Like, I just started to feel alive again, like being able to help people in such a bigger way, being able to help people who appreciated my help and who were excited to be making progress. And it just opened up my eyes to this whole new world. And now we did a call last week. One of our students talked about this as well. Candace talked about how, I'm so grateful to be here because it has opened up my eyes to a whole new world of possibilities outside of our nursing careers. And that's exactly how I felt when I first started. I just started to feel so excited about the opportunity to be able to help people in a bigger way than I could as a nurse. I started to dream about the future for the first time. That was the very first time that I ever created a dream board, like a vision board, and thought about, like, what do I want to create in the future? Because when I was working as a nurse, it was just kind of like I was just living day in and day out, showing up to work, clocking in, clocking out, making the commute, just, trying to stay positive and be happy. And I never really looked at the future because I thought, gosh, I spent all this money and all this time and all this energy, all these years going to nursing school to become this nurse. Okay, I've got that now. So now what? And so when I was working as a nurse, it was just kind of like, oh, this is just life. This is just what you do. And I feel like this is where so many nurses get feeling stuck, because we worked and we pushed ourselves so hard to get into nursing school, to get that job. And then once we're there, it's like, well, what now? So that's why we see a lot of nurses like go for their CCRN or CRNA school, NP school, whatever, because we're high achievers. We're high performers. We want to learn more. We want to grow more. We want to make more progress. And in addition to that, we want to be able to make a bigger impact in the world. We want to make a bigger difference in other people's lives. And that's exactly what coaching did for me. I did not want to go get my CCRN. I did not want to go to NP school, did not want to become a CRNA. I wanted to be home with my family. I wanted to be able to work from home. I wanted to be able to help people have a bigger transformation. And I saw that online coaching was exactly what I was looking for. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, so that I didn't have to go work 12-hour shifts away from my family, miss out on holidays, events, miss out on my babies. Like, going back to working in the ICU after having my babies and being on maternity leave was the worst and the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, those were that was like the hardest thing for me at that time, to have to go back after we had struggled with infertility for so many years. And we finally had our miracle babies. And now I had to go back to work and be away from them and away from my husband. And it was just like, it tore my heart apart. But I also knew that I had to work. I had to create income for a family, because we could not survive on my husband's income alone. And that's also when I realized, like, I can not only help people have a transformation, get healthy, be happier with online coaching, but I can also help my family pay the bills so that I can be home with them, work from home, create my own schedule, work from my phone. And so it was like this beautiful thing that just came into reality that I never even knew existed, 5 years prior to that, 10 years prior to that. I had no idea that I would be an online coach when I was growing up. I had no idea what I was going to be when I grew up. All I knew is when I was little is I loved dancing. I knew that, like, if I was going to be a dance teacher, I'd be working every night and away from my family. And so I'm so grateful for the opportunity that we have in this day and age to do online coaching, to be able to work from home, to be able to create a bigger income, bigger impact, make a bigger difference in the lives of others through online coaching. I truly feel so much more passion, so much more purpose, so much more fulfillment than I did as a nurse. And so this is why I'm so grateful for the ability to be in online coaching in this day and age. It is exploding right now. The e-learning industry is absolutely exploding. So if you're not in this space, you're truly missing out. And so back in May 2015, when I first started online coaching, I started to feel fulfilled for the first time in a very long time. I started to feel rejuvenated by the learning and the growth that I was experiencing. I suddenly had all of these goals and all of these things to learn and ways to improve with my marketing, with gaining new clients, with advancing in my business. And it just made me so excited to finally have goals again, to finally be able to look at the future and be able to dream about some things that maybe I could actually have, because I lived for so many years, living paycheck to paycheck of like, oh, we can't have that. Okay, so just take it off my to-do list or my dream list, because we can't have that. We can't do that. We can't have this. Like, all of these can'ts suddenly were starting to disappear. I was suddenly erasing them from the board and opening up space to actually create dreams and goals and visions for what we could actually have and create in our lives. Because as a nurse, there was only so much I could do. Living paycheck to paycheck, having an income cap, not being able to pursue anything else, I was so stuck and I was so unfulfilled and I did not have purpose. Yes, I was actually happy as a nurse because I made the best of it, and it's what I knew. It's what I knew at the time. I didn't realize this whole world was available to me. And so when I was working as a nurse, I was positive, I was happy, I was an amazing nurse, I had amazing coworkers, and I was so grateful for that opportunity. Even though I hated missing my family, I hated missing holidays, nights, weekends, but I thought that was just life. I thought that was normal. And so, my husband, he's always been on rotating shift schedule as well. And so that was normal for us. We just got used to the fact that, one of us is never home. One of us is always working weekends. We're always working holidays. And we just got used to living paycheck to paycheck. We got used to saying, oh, we can't have that. We can't get that. We can't get that. We can't do that. We can't go on vacation. We can't, do any of these things. And we just got used to that. So we were comfortable with it and we were still happy. But what I didn't realize at that time was this whole new world of possibility was available for us. And that's exactly what opened for us when I started my own business. So I want you to know that by starting your own online coaching business, a whole new world of possibilities opens for you, literally. You are able to dream again. You are able to create visions for what you want and desire for your future. You're no longer capped with your income or the number of people that you can help. You're no longer capped having people tell you when to clock in, when to clock out. You get freedom, complete freedom in your schedule, in your availability, who you choose to work with. And so, making those goals for the first time in my life, having that level of fulfillment for the first time in a long time, and that purpose and that passion, it allowed me to return to a version of myself that wasn't only me before my nursing career began, but I was also a version of myself that I'd always wanted to be. I always wanted to be that version of myself when I first started coaching, and who I am today as an online coach. On purpose, fulfilled, and excited about the future. I can't tell you, being an entrepreneur opens so many doors for us. It allows us to be excited for the future. It allows us to be on purpose, to have more fulfillment and reward in the work that we're doing. And so since launching our Nurse to Coach Academy, my team and I have helped hundreds of nurses follow the same path that I have taken. From feeling bored and blah, and what else is there? Is this all there is? I'm so living beneath my potential, to opening this whole new world of possibility with online coaching, to feeling excited and feeling hopeful for the future, and all of these possibilities opened for them. And so this is what we do inside of our academy, is we help nurses turn into coaches so that they can live life on their terms, so that you can have freedom, fulfillment, flexibility in your schedule, more reward, more purpose, and more passion in what you're doing. And this is exactly what we do inside of our academy. So if you're feeling inspired by my words, by my story, drop the word academy, or also come to my inbox on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Just send me a private message with the word academy. And we would love to hear more about you, about your goals, what you want to accomplish in the future, how you want to grow your income and your impact, and how we can help you. So we'd love to chat with you. That is my story. And every word of that is 100% true. It's been incredible to see how we have been able to create this incredible business. I will say in 2023, we doubled our revenue as well as our clients. So it was a massive, massive growth year. And I'm so grateful for our incredible team who has helped us to do that, because I could not have done it myself. So I'm so grateful to our amazing team. And I have some really exciting announcements coming next week about our next masterclass. So stay tuned for that. And let us know in the meantime if you'd love to learn more about how you can start an online coaching business of your dreams. That's our specialty. That's what we do. We've helped hundreds of nurses do the same, be able to turn their passions and their love into an online coaching business. So we are excited to hear from you. Let us know how we can help with questions. And I hope that you have the best day ever.